together as one. They say you not there, we stand, if I there, we fight. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Voila, you forget it. You from Lower County, you from Maryland. Voila, you from Rewa Sess. I'm a bad way on your river. I'm up on the fine way. Tabila, I love Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. I love Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. They play for me and you, Liberia. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
I was raised in the slum, but I chill with my guns. Kept it on the low, but we fought for the bones. True son of the sun, I'm a prince in my own. Never gonna lie, me, I love that I be. Even though it's far, when we show we can face it. It's not a prophecy, I know that we can rise again. Holding my hand, I hold in your own. United, we stand, divided, we fall. So that's what I say when I come with ball. When I chillin' on that side, and I get no bro. I got L to the O to the V and the E. If we fighting together, we can conquer the sea. From the east to the west, then waving the flag from the north to the side. Yeah, that's joining the team. You go where you pella, you love my crown. Who kill it? Who got it?
I love Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I love Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. They play for me and you, Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah.
Mama was born, yeah. Papa was born, yeah. They hold us together, the honey boy, yeah. Nabalike na koya bake na papa kubo. Nabalike na koya bake na papa kubo. Nabalike la koya na papa kubo. Nabalike la koya na papa kubo. La biro waka poma o. La biro waka ma o. Bangada no waka ma o. I know la
from the east to the west, north to the south, yeah, let's come together as one. They say united we stand, divided we fight. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Voila, you forget it. You from Lower County, you from Maryland. Voila, you from Rewa Sess. I'm a
from the east to the west, north to the south. This is how we come to you. Today's Thursday, and we have roughly about 4 more days to the elections day. So, how pleasant it is to come to you this good. How pleasant it is to come to you this evening on Open Conversation, and a way to welcome all of you Liberians listening from all parts of Liberia. We want to use this time to say good evening and welcome to EOBC 99.9 and the program Open Conversation. Open Conversation is a 2-hour current affairs program that highlights the major happenings in the country, specifically these electioneering activities. Let me now say good evening to my host and welcome.
Thank you, Washington. It's good to be here. Today is Thursday, right?
Yes.
The 5th day of October. The year remains 2023. And so 4 more days to elections. Today is Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4th.
And we are into elections.
And then we are going to the polls. The polls open at 8 o'clock and the close at 6
o'clock. Yes.
So if you have your voting cards or you don't know where you placed your voting card, it's about time you start finding it, because most of us will kind of keep it somewhere very, secret, because we don't want people to get closer to it. And because of our democracy nowadays, you have 2-3 persons living in the same house, but they're not supporting the same party. Or you even have relatives who are not supporting the same party. So people will kind of, I'm going to seize your voting card. I'm going to hide your voting card. And so because of that, a lot of people will kind of, send their voting cards to other homes to be kept. Some people will keep it secretly. So it's about time you just go and spy.
Yeah.
And say, I get my, thank God I got my voting card.
Yeah, I got my card, keep it somewhere.
I won't vote. Yeah. It's going to help another person to advance to another level.
Exactly.
So, but it's good to be here again on this wonderful Thursday evening. And whatever way you are joining us this evening, we like to say welcome. Whatever part of Liberia you're joining us from, we like to say welcome to the program. If you're joining us online, we like to say welcome also.
Yeah, so a big welcome from the team here. So this is Open Conversation, and it has a trend. We introduce our guests to our public, and then we go into the trending issues. We discuss the issues that concerns, us Liberians, and we take few calls for the next 30 minutes, and then we usher in our guests. So let's take it back to you. Who will be our guest tonight?
So our guest tonight is district number 3 is under the spotlight this evening on Open Conversation. One of the representative candidates in that district is our guest this evening, Mr. Sumo called Mulbah, will sit here this evening with us, and he will be quizzed as it relates to district number 3 politics. 2 days ago, we had the incumbent lawmaker of that district on the bumper show, and there were some things he said. We want to ask Mr. Mulbah also about those things that he said and how prepared he is to unseat the
seems to be an interesting conversation tonight. Yes.
So again, before we get into what's trending, I know last night I said that we we're going to have some very interesting discussions on the show tonight. I am sorry, I beg you my bad, and thank God we'll be here tomorrow. We will have that discussion tomorrow.
We transfer
we're going to transfer that to tomorrow because of reasons beyond my control. So, but I have everything and all of the recordings, and I promise that tomorrow, God willing, we will delve into that issue. That is going to take us to the elections.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So that is it. Welcome again. So we move into trending issues. These elections are very important. Every eyes are sharply looking at the conduct, the process that lead to, the results of these elections. So in that light, there are a lot of people who think, like we discussed yesterday, and I think it is incumbent upon us and our responsibility as professional people to continue to tell the Liberian people that the only way this country can be kept well, the only way that we can enjoy the elections, the only way that we can hope for a better Liberia and the kind of president, the kind of representative, and the senators that we want to see is to be able to encourage our people to sustain and maintain the peace of this country. What happened in Lofa County should not happen in any other county or should not repeat in any other county. So today, the citizens of Lofa County came up and they call on the attention of the government to institute a speedy and a sporadic investigation and to ensure that all of the perpetrators, and I listen to Moses Carter today, all of the perpetrators are brought to justice for instigating violence and to an extent where persons have to die. This is not welcoming for our society, the fabric of our society, the rebranding structure of our society. This doesn't even fit in our democracy. So we want to say thank you to the folks in Lofa County. It was a unified call, Titi. It was a joint call that all of them had to gather. Whether you are a Bwaka person, you are a Wia person, we are looking at peace. And today I even saw 2 ladies who wore the Unity Party, one wore the Unity Party stuff, the other one wore the CDC, and they had a placard in their hand that said, all we want in Liberia is peace. We understand the political diversities, but peace is the fulcrum to these elections. This is the paramount and pivotal thing that everybody craves for. Why must we be allowed to destroy the peace of our country. So today, we want to say kudos to all of those in Lofa County who stood up and called the attention of the government to ensure that all of those persons who perpetrated and instigated the violence that led to the loss of lives of people in Lofa County brought to justice. And that is what they stood up for today.
I like the fact that you mentioned that, we had two persons from the Unity Party and the other from the Coalition for Democratic Change, and they all stood up for peace today. And it's good that the police is on top of her game, making sure that the perpetrators of last Friday's violence are brought to book and people pay for their actions, because nobody deserves to die because they support a particular political party, because we all are practicing democracy, and the practice of democracy, I am entitled to, as long as I reach the age, to vote, 18 years of age or above 18 years, and I have registered to vote. You must not compel me to side with you. That is not democracy. And we're not practicing anything short of that. So in a democratic society, people decide, as long as you've reached or you've attained the age to vote, you decide who you want to vote for, because that is the age of maturity. People believe that. The law says you're mature enough to make a decision to vote for whoever you want to vote for. So you don't pin me down because I'm your sister, or because I am your brother, or because we're from the same tribe, or because you're my father or mother. I decide because I'm a man of my, man of age, woman of age, to decide. So
Exactly.
whatever, people think in their minds is so sad, because you cannot compel a person who is of voting age to vote for, whoever you want to vote for, not to even talk about you taking away somebody's life because that person, does not support your political party. So what the people of Lofa did is very, very, it's important, and it tells you that nobody wants to go back to
No.
so that's the right step in the right direction, and we hope that there can be speeded investigation into these matters, and it can have a logical conclusion.
Exactly. So like we all know, Mo Ali, who is the spokesperson for the Unity Party campaign team, has been on radios even yesterday and even today. He was on one of our sister radios, and he was even making claims that two persons were shot, and one is believed to be a Unity partisan. You understand? A Unity partisan, and the other one is believed to be a CDC partisan. So in that light, the Unity Party is also being affected by the violence that was orchestrated in Lofa County, and blah 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 and all. And I listened to some of the things he said, and I was thinking, I said, but more, you need to have remorse. You need to build up a space in your conscience and think that you really think, since these people died, what has been the role of the Unity Party? Since you claim me that this first person is a Unity partisan, the other person is CDC and all of that, we should not be making these kind of positions and claims. What are you doing? You are intensifying the anger of the people in Lofa County. And these are not the rightful statements that we expect at about this time. All we need to hear from you people is reconciliation, and you people express a great remorse and not to go back to what has happened in Lofa County. Simple. Don't come here and be shifting blame and be talking about one Unity partisan, one CDC partisan, the both political institutions were affected, and blah 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 and all of that. You're not being sincere. This is being undemocratic and not observing tenets of democracy. You are not being real, Mo Ali. Stop these kind of statements. And he's going around, I think, when I listened to him yesterday and today, on two different radio stations, and you can't be saying that.
Surprised? That is what the Unity Party tries to do, and their story, in my mind, is not selling. The sooner they know that, the better for them, because even the representative Yumale was in. They are coming up with very contradictory comments, because Yumale yesterday said that the two persons who died are all Unity Party partisans. Unfortunately, we saw the burial. We witnessed the burial of one of those, Momo, who was buried, and we never saw any Unity Party partisan during our funeral. That was live on the internet.
Yes.
And how do you lie to the whole world when the thing you're talking about, people are witnessing it? How do you escape that kind of thing? But in their mind, if they continue to say those things, people are going to believe them. But you can fool some people sometimes, but you can't fool all the people all the time. So like you said, the Unity Party needs to stop.
They need to stop.
What Mo is telling is a blatant lie, because the person who was the Momo guy who was killed, it is on the internet. You watch the whole thing. If you go there, you will find it. It's not in hidden.
But now you're watching the whole thing, Zeti.
No, what I'm saying is Voice of Lofa carry it. They broke into the guy's house. You see them breaking into the house, into the mud house, breaking into the house, entering the house, killing this guy in his house, and bringing the body outside and
mocking the body as well.
Mocking the body. How are you going to tell people that the person was shot? And who's going to believe that?
And even if you saw the pictures that were posted for this guy, you see he's in the whole CDC regalia.
How do you
going to shift that?
Why do you tell lies like that?
Are you going to shift that?
So I think they're confused.
It's unthinkable.
They don't even know what to say, and they think that they can go on the radio, and people who are not watching these things that are live on the internet will just believe what they say. But it's just sad. Like you said, people should be remorseful. I would say this again. I know some people don't like to hear that. Even the standard bearer of the Unity Party was not remorseful when he went to Foya yesterday. So I'm not surprised that people who follow him will also follow, in his footsteps, because this is your hometown where somebody died, and you mounted the podium. The first thing you said was that other people have already recognized that somebody died. So you don't even believe that there is any CDC partisan in Foya. You ask a question, and nobody said that I am from the. Is it at your rally ground? You will ask whether there is a sedition there, and somebody is going to put their hand up. What do you expect that is going to happen to that person? Even if somebody was there who is a sedition and that person is a spy, let me say it for lack of better words, is that person going to raise their hand and say, I am a sedition? No. What do you think is going to happen to that person? For you to be, sarcastic in that form and manner and say that, as far as I'm concerned, there is no sedition in Foya. It tells you that the people who have died, your own citizens who have died, you don't respect the dead. It's sad. And that is why when you hear the standard bearer of the Unity Party make such comments, then I'm not surprised that people like Mo Ali will come up and say two persons were shot and one person is from Unity Party and the other person is from the CDC. It's just sad, because there are people who are mourning the deaths of their family members, and they should not have died because they support a particular party. But again, we hope that these investigations are done speedily, and the whole thing is brought to a logical conclusion, like I said earlier. National Elections Commission is doing her job. We listened to some of the commissioners today. They were on ELBC radio because we have a program called Election in You, and they talked about the commissioner kind of said that amongst most of the things that I listened to, she said that these people, all of you who are participating in these elections, you should make sure that you have representatives at the over 5,000 polling places we have in the country. You should not leave anything to chance. And because people have already started crying wolf, you cannot be crying wolf when you don't have representatives at all of the polling places in the country. Because if you have representatives there, there's no reason why you will cry. Because our electoral process, in my mind, I have never, witnessed election in another country, but I've been following the elections here. It's a difficult thing if all of the people who are participating in the elections have their, representatives at every polling place. because even us as the media, we're not denied when it's time for check-in, because when you go to vote, you enter that place, the process is done, you're giving your card, your paper, you mark it and leave from there and blah blah blah. When it's time, when the polls are closed, everybody is in that same room. You're in the room, the press is in the room, election commission people are in the room, and when the counting starts, they show it to everybody.
Vivek.
Yes, you stay right there until the whole process is done, and then they paste the results on the wall. Everybody in that room has the same, result with them, and that one that is, because if there is an invalid vote and one person, one party candidate, not candidate but representative is not satisfied, they'll do it in a way that everybody will agree that this is an invalid vote before it is trashed as invalid vote.
Yeah.
So if you don't have a representative there, you don't blame anybody.
No.
So if you are saying you want to run in these elections, you're registered to run. Election is no cheap business.
No.
It's no cheap business. So you must make sure that you have, people to observe the whole process on your behalf or in your behalf. Most times people don't even pay those people who they send out there.
That's one of the problems.
Sit down there for hours and they get hungry, they leave from there. You don't blame anybody for that.
It's
You
embarrassing.
don't blame anybody for that, because we have witnessed elections here where people will carry people to go, and be their observers, and they after the whole process, they don't even pay those people.
While other observers are having lunch, they're sitting down, they can't even eat anything, nothing at all, and then just keep them
And
there.
you shouldn't
It's
even have
embarrassing.
one person, because at least they can
Sit in and go out,
for
refresh themselves. The other one is watching. The other one is keeping, just like that.
But you want to go to elections and you don't have observers, and all you do is cry wolf, wolf, wolf. It's not going to work. And again, some of you who have registered 2 different places and you think that you're going to, maybe somebody stomach was full, they registered in Montserrat County, and then they decided, oh man, let me go to Bone County, I got my uncle running there, so let me just go and vote. Let me go and register in Bone County. Well, the National Elections Commission got news for you, because you're not going to, if you decide on Monday that, okay, I will, not pay attention to the one I did in Montserrat County, so I'm going to Bone County, for instance, to say, let me just go there. Since I registered 2 places, I'm going to Bone to decide to vote there. I want to vote for this representative candidate in Bone County, and I can still vote, for my presidential candidate. In your mind, you're mistaken, because when you go over there, they're not counting you there.
No.
The first place you registered, Mr. Crooked or Mrs. Crooked, the first place you registered is where you should go.
Very good.
If you don't go there, I'm sorry. I'm really, really sorry. So it's a little bit of information for us, because we're going to
election. So we have a few minutes. Let's talk about the president's rounds in the southeast. What do you have there again?
Yeah, the president is in Sino County as of late. What we know is that he's in government camp. Government camp is the where they do their gold and mining business, and that is a very hugely populated area. And so, but the people are still, on their feet, as I listen to our correspondent Sarah Ellis in Sino County. The people are still in Greenville, awaiting the president tonight. They want to see him, but obviously he is in Sino County. But when we last heard, he was in government camp. He might be on his way to Greenville now, but that is the same Sino County. And the president was in his hometown, Grand Crew, Barclayville, last evening. And he told the people there that if anybody is going to make sure that the roads, are paved from Grand Crew, it's George Manawia. So he gave them that assurance again that under his leadership, if he is given a second term, the Southeastern Road corridor will be of priority. And that was something that, the people were really, really excited about. Sometimes we like to put ourselves in the shoes of these people who live very, very far from the capital. We who are in Monrovia, is easier because of the president we have. President Weah is very, very accessible. It's easy for my son who is just 3 years of age, to see the president and say, this is, they call him George Weah. This is George Weah, right? But anybody who is far away, when they have an opportunity, that is what I sense from all of these, most these faraway counties when the president goes there. The people were so excited and they want to see like Jesus enter, Jerusalem. They want to see, everybody wants to see, well, where is the president? And when he was speaking, they wouldn't give him chance. They are talking. Some of them
because it's a privilege.
He should speak who.
I heard him spoke.
Yeah, but it was not like for a long time.
No,
he say something, he would tell them in crew. But they want him. I hear somebody say, "Paul Crowing." Somebody wants to hear the president speak.
What is that?
I mean, speak crew.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, put it. You're not crew member asking me what is that? Oh, please, I beg you. So it was very, very exciting. The momentum was also high. The president entered Grand Crew in the night, but the people will not sleep until the president entered 1 a.m. in the morning, not even in the night, but 1 a.m. in the morning, and those people were out there. So it tells you
very good.
Okay, go ahead.
It tells you. It tells you how connected, how inspired. It tells you how attractive the people want to get to the president. It tells you how eager they are to meet with him. It tells you how their spirits are high to be able to interface the president.
That's not where I was going anyway. It tells you that because we're going to elections, even though what you're saying is, is the truth, but if you are contesting in these elections and you want these people to vote for you as a president, it's incumbent upon you to go to the people. Let the people see you.
As a candidate.
Let the people hear your message you have for them and how you are going to better their lives. Nobody wants to see, and we most times we talk about the President Weah, and the Unity Party standard bearer, Joseph Boakai. But it's not all. There are so many people who are running in these elections who want to be president. How far have they gone? To the people who are in faraway counties.
Some of the presidential candidates,
they have not even gone to,
they're not even going Liberia. Bapolu. We've not even seen them Bapolu.
And these people say, what do you take the Liberian people for?
For what? For something they probably may not disclose, but they may not be serious. Let's be honest.
Because if you are a main opposition party like the Unity Party, people want to see, former Vice President Joseph Boakai in Sino County, in Maryland,
in Riverview,
in Grand Crew County, rallying the support of the people and telling the people why you want to lead them. But if you do not make any move for these people to see, how in fact do you want these people to?
That's what Tiawan Grand County do.
Yeah, but at least Tiawan went to.
He was
in Mulbah County. Yeah, that woman one. No stuff of it. Anyway, but at least I must commend him for that.
Oh yeah,
you go as far as Grand County.
He was in Grand County.
Yeah, but Ambassador Boakai has not. I think so. The farthest place he has gone is Lofa, and he had to leave Lofa. He had to go through Sierra Leone to come back to Monrovia because he couldn't go back on the roads. We saw an interview he did right after that gathering in Foya, and he was complaining that his cars, have problems, and most of his vehicles are spoiled because of the road. Yeah. Uncle Boakai, the road, your vehicles will spoil, and they must spoil because you were there for 12 years. You didn't make sure that the people of Lofa County had better roads. So were you to have done that, you will be, because the president or this government has paved the road up to Salaye, right? If your government had done that, maybe the road would have been in a place like Zozo. Then President will take it from Zozo to Konya or to Vonjima. Whatever, I'm not, I don't work for public works, so I don't know the stretch of road. Yeah. Then at least would have been making progress. But you didn't do anything.
That's why it's a government is continuation.
Yeah. And who do you put it on when you say I'm not coming back here? With the roads, I would never come back.
But whose responsibility it is when you don't come back?
You have to go through, Sierra Leone. But again, these are the people who say they have a heart for the country and they want to lead Liberia, or they want to rescue this country. We're going to leave it at that.
Yes,
anyway,
let's take a few calls. I think our guess is that we have just a minute to 8:30. It is 0514-096. They say I should take time when I'm calling the numbers. 0880-514.
This thing looks like it's not even.
It's not even on?
It's not even charged.
Wow.
Call us on 770-192696. And you'll be live on Open Conversation. You can call your number. They can also call that number 0770-192696. The studio line is not on, and I'm sure that's why we haven't had a call. So let's use this line. You can call that other number, and they can, get to us through that. Oh my God. Good evening.
Hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
You're live. Go ahead.
Hello?
You're live. Go ahead. Oh.
Okay, thank you. No, the conversation, but there's something that surprised me. Yes, my concern is why should the president use helicopter to put this on east?
Who told you that he's using helicopter to go to the southeast? Who told you that?
We then follow it.
Where did you follow it? Where did you follow it?
I am saying it because that's a fact.
Where are you following it?
The thing is on the internet is not
on which platform do you see the president getting down from a helicopter? Stop misinforming the public. This is so unfair. This is so. Oh, how he got there? He got there by road. Really?
Thank you very much. Thank you. Zero.
Really? Wow. It's so sad. It's really, really sad. And for your information, just go on LNTV Liberia Live, on our platform, or you can even check other platforms. There is no platform where you see the president getting down from any helicopter. It's just so malicious. And you heard the president today, the news was on at 7. The president said that you guys have said that I am using helicopter, but I drove through here. Somebody called from River G last night on the show and said these people lie a lot. They told us that the Unity Party people came here and they said the president would come here with helicopter. And I'm sitting here and the president arrived here, with his car. It's just sad. And you have the audacity to call on this radio and say it's on the internet. Wow. Let's hear you.
I'm calling you from Bravo to be pleased at the issue 17. Firstly, let me appreciate you for your hard work on the topic discussion. We should not be getting our here on some other colors. Actually, how will you say the president you helicopter to enter in a country stand or country grill you? If you against someone, it's not how to talk it, but I would like to appreciate you. Keep on your hard work. We vote to do a thing for him.
Thank you. Let's hear you. Good evening. Present. Good evening.
Okay. Thank you very much. Let me just disrespect the other guy who just called on the radio lying to the Liberian people that President Weah is not with helicopter. I love things where you the name remains Solo TV and Momo. I don't like to allow people lying to the Liberian people on social media. We are here, the president entering Nigeria County, precisely scheduled at 2 o'clock, and we're all vigorous on the football field. The president is not a fearless, a fearful person, or fearless person. We saw what the president plan to us, and even up to now, there are some families here who have become beneficiaries for the first time voters. So people like that will be lying to the Liberian people that, oh yes, President Weah is moving by sight.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Why should people lie to us?
Thank you. Thank you. Let's leave you at that. We take 2 more callers and then we wrap up this section of the show.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Go ahead.
Let's hear you.
I'm trying to understand, and for now, it doesn't like this, another moment was we are. Oh, that is good. I tell you in the back county.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. My final caller.
Hello.
Good evening. Hello.
Hello?
You're live. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, my name is Nere Situ. I'm calling from Grand City Country.
Let's hear
The
you.
issue, our president came by rule and he's going by rule. So if you can go by rule, don't tell the people that you see Harry Potter or you see playing flying ever. And to the people that, and to the issue that are happening in local country, the boy that was killed in your room, you can even see the citizens, people all in your room. And those that killed you were in municipalities at the same t-shirt. They were all on Facebook Live. So those who now want to be there, and they will say comments when they will see more than the whole video, and they will see for themselves. So you can't have to everybody be starting like the lawyer. People Facebook and share everything people play.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, she's our final caller, and I think she nailed it. You can't lie to anybody. The only person you can lie to, is yourself. You know what you're saying is not true, but you choose to lie to the public, and you will not lie to the public, on this medium, because we're not going to allow you to do that.
Not at all.
President Weah is on his tour of the country, and he's in Sino County. He went there by road. He said last night or even this morning, because he entered Grand Crew 1:00 in the morning, and he said that I am going by road because I want to see the condition of the road, and these are the roads my people use every time. So when I feel the pressure on the road, then I know that there is a need to make sure that these roads are pliable.
Exactly.
So you can't call on the radio and say that the president went by helicopter. The president helicopter was in Ganta, Nimba County. But if you watch the program in Nimba County, the president drove to Nimba County and he walked through the main streets there. I was there. I saw it for myself. The president was on the field when the helicopter landed, on the other side of the field. And you call on the radio. You should be telling the people that, because I know you're from the other side, that Joseph Human Boaka, it is on tape. He said it last night that, the roads are terrible. I can't go back to Monrovia by road. I came by road, but I can't go back by road. I'm going to pass through Sierra Leone. All my cars are damaged. It's on the internet. Like the lady said, there's nothing you can hide anymore. Everything is just out there. So it's just a sad thing that, I know some of you want these things to be hidden, but we have passed that
No,
stage.
it wouldn't. It wouldn't. Absolutely, it wouldn't be hidden. So here we are. We have already had our guest in studio, so we move back to the conversation of tonight. So let's get back to you and let's rumble into it.
Okay. I wanted to catch my breath.
What is my?
Okay, no, I wanted to catch my breath. So I wanted you to start, but since you
you wanted me to stop? Yeah. Chi, what's up?
I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
what
number three.
Okay, sorry.
Mr. March. Mr. Mulbah.
Yeah.
Good evening, and it's a pleasure to have you second time on our platform. How are you doing, and how is District number 3?
First of all, I would like to say is Mr. Sumo calling Mulbah.
Mr. Sumo calling Mulbah.
Most people from the district know the name Sumo,
Okay, Sumo.
and not the last name. But
Okay.
we are doing fine, and I'm looking up to my district. I think everyone doing good, and we are here.
The man, I real politician. Anyway, you call him Mr. Mulbah here because nobody know Mr. Mulbah, but when you say Sumo, everybody know who you're talking about.
Maybe you got one of Mulbah too in the university, right?
No,
Okay.
I'm the owner Mulbah.
Okay. So let's go into it. How are you doing? How's everything? How's it been with you? And what are some of your cost analysis with these electoral periods? How's it been with your team?
For our movement, we are doing quite well, and so far, I think out of the 80 candidates, there should only be one candidate that will come out victorious, and I think it's our movement, Team Mulbah.
And you wouldn't say anything else than that.
No. To be frank, because if there were anyone who were doing like quite well, then I think you saw Bashir in your studio with Jara Griffey, and I think almost all of the attack was like on us and not the other people.
But why you think all of the attacks have been posed to you and not the other people? What comes to your mind if you see the current representative is making all of his assertions on Mr. Sumo Mulbah?
You're right.
And not the rest of the other 18, right?
Yeah.
18,
The
17, right?
candidate, yeah.
17 candidate. What comes to your mind? What comes to your team's mind?
It's just all about truth, because then in 2017 it was all about tangible from Bashir, and we are doing the real tangible, right? That Bashir great rules, and we are doing concrete.
Oh, you're paving.
Of course.
So he grilled.
Yeah, he grilled. So that's a big difference. So all of the attack will be on us because we did strange things that our people have never seen before. Because when it comes to leadership, it's all about your people, and we have love and passion for our people, so we could do anything. Just imagine, like the role in Catholic, it have never been cast before, and we did that with 150 bags of cement. Not just Catholic alone, we did Christian community, we did Morrissey Farm, we did Nizo, Kospiho, and just like that.
So let's go back to the hosts.
They got Cospon Hill and all that district.
Yeah, Kospiho in my district. Yeah.
What district? So me, we out of Nizo.
What are they doing there? Why they name that place Cospon Hill? People that can really eat it.
I don't
They
know.
can eat with
You're
Cospon.
busy coaching there.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. You're running district number 3. That's not your first attempt in that district. It's your second attempt, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And how confident, before we go to the incumbent, and how confident are you that you're going to win these elections? And on what basis do you think you're going to win these elections?
All right. Usually, people we see is not about crowd, but when it comes to district number 3, we pull out the largest crowd ever in district number 3, in the history of district number 3.
Okay.
So with that and the level of work that we have carried on in the district, I'm 100% confident that this election is ours. This election is
The
ours.
level of work.
The
Let's
level of
talk a
work.
little bit about the level of work you've done in the district. How many communities are in district number 3?
We have 11 communities,
11 communities.
52 blocks.
52 blocks.
Yeah.
Okay, so community by community, tell me what you've done in those 11 communities.
All right. We would like to start with Bala community, where we did the longest bridge, 270 feet long.
270 feet.
Yeah, we use roughly close to 175 bags of cement to do that casting of the bridge. And not just Bala community alone, we did another work in Jeans Dairy community, where we try connecting District 2 and District 3. There is a route there, a bypass,
Okay.
and we did
You say
that.
connecting by what means?
That's a road connection.
What is
Yeah.
it? Is it a bridge or
A road. We try to do a bypass. You need not to pass strictly in Nizo, the main quota.
okay?
When there is traffic, all you need to do is to go through the bypass from district number 3 to number 2.
But why was that route impossible?
The people asked us to do that.
No, I'm saying why? How was it impossible? Maybe that's the right way to ask the question.
Was there no connection?
How you know?
There were no connection, and we had to do that.
What did they have there? Was it a forest that you had to cut down to make the road?
We had swamp,
Okay, that's what I
forest,
meant.
and other
Okay.
things. So
Oh,
we had to do that. Bring down the swamp,
okay.
and I bring in dye to fill up the gap so
Okay.
that our
Oh,
people
okay.
can have
Now I
an
get
easy
it.
access to district number 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
2 communities.
Yeah,
left
2
with
communities.
mine.
And then we have in Nizo, we did a concrete road where our people had issue with. And then most of the time, people use different route. There is a bypass just because of the condition of that road. We try to do our best to fix that road. Then from the Chinese coastal, we did another road where we put in crush rock letter rag and other things.
You did biomedicine in
telling
district
you.
number 3 because I
In district number 3, people see me as the next Josh Weir. So that's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
So we did another bridge in district in Nizo. Yeah, another very long bridge, roughly about 160 feet. Then we went down to Fro Island where we did like 4 different bridges, like along with solar lights, not just the bridge, but along with solar light. We have more words, so we have to do something to like get our people mind together. So we did that, and then Bashir backyard, the Cuban backyard. They call Bashir many times. Honorable, can you do this?
Where is this backyard?
Where does he live? Woocamp. Yeah, he lived in Barclay Mission, but Barclay Mission and Woocamp have a border.
Okay.
So there is a bridge where most often the student from Royal Kid Bashir High School used to pass, and they asked Bashir to do that bridge. He went so many times with a tip route. He usually measured the bridge without doing it, and we were asked to do that in like 2 days. We did that bridge. Then in Bashir community, we planted solar light, roughly about 17 solar light, roughly, yeah. Then we left that when Morrissey Farm. We cast the Morrissey Farm Road, very terrible area where a lot of our women, fell and other things. We did that. Then we planted solar light, Morrissey Farm and Coca-Cola Factory. We planted roughly about 68 solar lights. Then we went Coaspoon Hill. We did Coaspoon Hill Road. We planted solar light, 17 pieces of solar light. Then we went Catholic. We did the Catholic Road. Then we went to Jalagraphy community, Christian community. We did that road. We cast the road. All of the road I'm talking about,
Wait. When you're talking about Jalagraphy Road,
yeah, Christian community.
What is the stretch of the road? I know I've been to that place once, and the road there is terrible. So, what part of that road you guys worked on? The whole road,
the terrible part, the part of the hill.
Okay,
beautiful. Yeah.
What did you do there?
We cast the entire hill.
Oh, really?
All the way down.
Oh, wow.
To where we have the water, the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did that.
That road was terrible.
Of course. And you can go and see.
Yeah, I think I need to go and see what you're talking about, because that road was indeed terrible.
Yeah, 2 days ago, I was like in the Christian community. Oh my God. It was like overwhelming. Everywhere you pass, Honorable Sumo talking to. And that's it.
Okay, so you believe with all of these things you've done in district number 3, and is it that the people were asking you to do these things, or you were doing these things because you want to get elected?
Oh, let us leave.
And I'm asking you this question because that district has a representative.
Mm-hmm.
And so if the people have a need, they shouldn't be asking you. Or if you are a member of the district, then you will know the needs of the people.
No.
How did you get to do all of these different...
My sister, in District 3, there is no representative. I'm the acting representative in District 3.
What do you mean? I listened to Bashir say that he's the elephant over there, and all of those who are coming against him, he referred to you guys as raccoons and rabbits. Yeah. And he is the only person who falls in that district.
Yeah, when you say that, it was like in 2022. And at that time, Bashir was not like thinking of us. But now we are into it. I came like a lion.
Lion and elephant.
Yeah, if he call other people raccoon, if he call other people raccoon, I listened to that from Bashir. He one person that is boastful. But then when I came into the race, it's a different ball game. I think you saw him here yesterday, right? Trying to create the platform, trying to discuss the issue. And I have come to correct and create checkpoint for some of those things he said yesterday.
Okay.
Because when you talk about the legislative engagement, I know it came from what we talk about, the legislative project from Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. So when you talk about that, he said to
there's a public accessibility and engagement money. He referred to it as, that money is not for the district, as in for the district.
Right.
It's for his office, according to him.
Yeah.
And do you think that money is for, development in the district?
Yeah, my sister, I work with the budget. I understand the budget well. I work along with Americana and I know how it works. So with the issue of the budget, the 30,000 United States dollars is an engagement. It is for the representative or the lawmaker to identify necessary project.
The lawmaker or the people?
Yeah, of the people.
Is it for the lawmaker to identify it, or it's for the people to say this is what we want, and if you have that money, then we use it for this purpose?
No, there are two distinct project we are looking at.
Okay.
For doing early time through the lease, it have to do with the government or the people identifying to show to lease and they implement. But as it relates to
30,000
2019, the new bill, the legislative engagement, it has to do with the lawmaker being the one that will oversight everything, along with the people to identify those issue priority that they need in their district. So, my issue with that is this: Basha said that there's going to time that the money is for the lawmaker. I think it's not for the lawmaker. It is for the district and not the lawmaker.
He said, it's for accessibility by the lawmaker, and that is for engagement. That was his, term he used. But he said that he gave some of the money though to the communities. What do you think should have happened to that money if you were a lawmaker of district number 3 and received that money? How do you think that kind of money, how would you have expended that money?
All right, over the time I haven't seen anything. There have been pushed through by Honorable CB Basha in our district. There is nothing tangible that our district can show, or even the Cuban. So if I'm a lawmaker, I think like for what I have put forth as it relates to my manifesto, one of those things I'm thinking about is a district community college in the district name, not to de-roof public school that have been built by another lawmaker like Bill Twawe. He built a public school. So when you listen to all of our candidate, it's all about de-roofing the public school. I see no need to de-roof another
What's
person's
wrong with
project.
the public school?
Nothing wrong with the public school.
So why they want
my
to
sister,
de-roof that?
Because sometimes people find ways, to appeal to the public. But I think the public school is okay. The public school have everything. All we need to do is to furnish the public school and not to de-roof the public school. So what our district need is a district community college. I think some of this money could be used for that purpose. And I'm also here to tell Basha. Basha make reference of the 2,000 United States dollars that he said he received 1,000. I have seen Basha's signature on this amount. He received 2,000 United States dollars in 2010. June.
You're talking about the Wildcat allegation he made. He says, the lawmakers are entitled to 2,000, but that money was only given to CDC lawmakers, and he received just $1,000. You're saying you have receipt. I've seen
it. And the issue is that I told Jala yesterday that if you agree what Bashir is saying, it almost like telling the president of the Republic of Liberia that he is not honest, because money allotted.
I'm not sure Jala agree with him, because Jala asked him the same question. How can you sit on the radio and say 2,000 was given to CDC lawmakers, but because you are an opposition lawmaker, you got 1,000, and you never talk to the public to say you never raised that concern.
My issue is this.
Say anything to that.
My issue is this: during the electoral project processes, we have CDC and Unity Party, CPP. Then that's the issue. After election, it's not about CDC. It's not about Unity Party. We have a lawmaker that represents our district. So every lawmaker receives the same amount. You cannot come on the radio and tell the audience that you receive 1,000 after I have seen you signing.
Why you didn't bring that paper so that we see it?
Or Titi, when you want the paper, I will bring it.
Okay,
I'm
so
not afraid
why
to
do
bring
you
it.
think Representative Bashir was, telling
Yeah,
the story?
Yeah, my sister. Let me just catalog certain thing, right? Even with that amount, we can leave it, but we can still look at other things. Bashir received as a salary $13,333 United States dollars. When converted, is $2,533,270. For scholarship, he signed June 10th. He also signed 2021. He signed July 15, 2022. He signed, and 2019 he also signed for the China's Union support, which is 20,000 United States dollars.
But is Bashir saying that he didn't sign? He considered himself as the biggest contributor to education in your district. He said on this radio that is something that everybody in the district hails him for.
Where in district number 3?
In district number 3.
Have you seen Bashir University?
I don't know where it is.
Unfinished building. You need to do your own evaluation. You need to do your assessment. I'm telling you.
It's an
Even unfinished building.
Where is it located?
No serious man will behave that way.
Where is it located in
Barclay
your district?
Mission, right close to Bashir House. Even where he get Royal Cape. Royal Cape is a building that is dilapidated, very old. So why would a lawmaker come and claim that he have done this and that? I want you to visit Bashir University.
So people don't attend that university.
Bashir never put a graduate until I cautioned Bashir. Just this going June, he put out the first graduate at Liberty Church in July. When I told the people in the district, Bashir run a university for 6 years without putting a graduate out. For me, I don't know, but I think we need to be honest here. When you are speaking out there to our people in the district, you need to be honest. There are so many issues with the issue of Bashir. Bashir even lied that he constructed the Cold Spoon Hill Road, and we did, not Bashir. There are two things. Grading a road, opening a road is quite different.
What has Bashir done in the district?
In the district.
And let's be honest, yeah.
Yeah.
What has he done in the
fair
district?
enough and tell us what has he contributed to your district.
All right. On a month we're giving to Bashir, which is 20K from the China Union. This morning, what will be used like to build up the capacity of our people, and was used by Bashir to open his TVEC program in Bashir name and not the district.
How do you know that?
I'm working along with the district. I'm informed. I work along today with the District Development Council. I also work along with the 52 block leader. If you receive some of the information from Jala told you that I think they sued the District Development Council. Bashir sued the District Development Council just a few days ago. I'm the one. Look, I stood the bond for the District Development Council.
Why did he sue the District Development Council?
He said that he gave $10,000 United States dollars to the District Development Council to do a project. And I saw the resolution. They did the project. I saw the picture.
What project is that?
It was a project like I think a hand pump project and other things that they did. But I saw the picture.
$10,000
United States dollars
for a
6 years. 6 years. You lawmaker talking about $10,000 United States dollars for 6 years. When you do your own aromatic, you
but
notice
even
that.
to your district development people,
Yeah.
is it $10,000 for one hand pump?
No, not for him. From so many other things, but I can just remember all.
Okay.
But we're in court. I stood there, and even my brother, he's a lawyer. He stood for them, and
So he took them to court.
Yeah, of
to
course.
do what? To produce the money.
Not just the District Development Council. He took all 52 block leaders to court
For what?
to produce the money.
The 10,000.
Of course. So the game here, I see it's a drama. It's like telling the people of District Number 3 that have been giving the District Development Council the money, but they may they misuse it. They are not honest.
Okay, so you think he wants to use the district development council
as the failure?
Okay,
yeah, as a pawn. Yeah,
put the people in the make the people think that he has been doing his best. But
thank you. The one that eating the money. Yeah.
Wow.
So for me, when I did my own analysis, I noticed that if you give just 6 years, $10,000 as you claim, then we look at it every month. It's just like $90 every month. So after receiving my sister, I have a figure here for the year. Annually they received $212,996. 212,000, all lawmakers $996 annually.
You're talking about
this has
benefits?
It has to do with the salary. It has to do with scholarship. It has to do with legislative engagement. It has to do with the brown envelope, consultation, signing.
How much do you have a brown envelope?
What if you did for
the brown envelope? I have 21,000.
So there's brown envelope. What is it?
The brown envelope have to do with budgetary approval. It have to do with enacting bill into law, right? Even if you
how much do they get for that one?
Oh, my sister,
how did you know?
You're not the legislature.
You're not. Yeah.
I follow the information there.
So you're going there now for
you already know it. You already know brown envelope.
No. I'm not going for brown envelope.
But you will take it.
No, I'm people driven. I'm not going for brown envelope.
But you will still get the brown envelope, right? Because you already know what's
up. The first thing I'm going to do, I always tell people in the district, and there are people hearing my voice today, they got to get it straight. If I'm going there, I'm going to be the Yeke Khan. I'm not going to be the Yeke that will abuse the president. No. I respect leadership. I'm going to be the Yeke of the people, right? There are certain things. We have beautiful law. We have beautiful policy. But most often, we are not enacting these things and so that our people can feel it. So my thing is the Yeke Khan, like for instance, the non-billable drugs bill. One way that this bill could be effective.
It's already effective.
No, it's not.
The president has signed
when it is effective. Yeah, it is. When it is effective, then it comes down to the people. The people will feel it.
How do the people feel it? If somebody is caught with drugs, you're not going to be bailed out. That's how you feel it as a person.
I come in. When someone is caught with drugs, it's beautiful. That's a good sign. Even the one have to do with rehabilitating our young people is beautiful. The one that have to do with protecting our border is also beautiful. But how can you protect the border when you have people in the same surrounding that can take drugs? So how can it? Oh, let's take for instance the DA.
Do you have any proof that the people in the DA
in the recruitment process? You have to be very careful in who you recruit.
So you say they are not careful, the people in the DA?
I'm not 100% sure of them.
But how do you make such an allegation?
But isn't it?
If you're not 100% sure.
No. Let's get it straight, ITT. What I'm saying, one way to track things, right? The issue with the non-billable drugs bill, my issue with it is the issue of tracking drugs. If you cannot track drugs,
Mr. Sumo Mulbah, Rome was not built in one day. Everything in this world, if you want something to happen and a good thing to happen, there is a starting point. It doesn't just come together as a whole, but there must be a starting point. And when you start, then you can take one step, after the other. If you are a lawmaker, I like the way you people who want to go to the legislature, before going to the legislature, it's all about the people. But when the people elect you as their lawmaker, it's a totally different.
It becomes all about yourself.
No, especially like draw a line.
I'm not going to draw a line until I see that lawmaker.
For those broke one. Two things. When they are broke, it's all about the money. Right?
Okay.
You have to be.
So all the lawmakers are broke.
What I'm saying, right? It takes people to do that.
There are people who don't have money.
You have to be God-fearing. You have to be God-fearing, and you have to be one who is potent. I think we saw the issue of DeLong. DeLong were honest, but because they don't like lack the idea of how money work. So getting there is another thing. You could be changed with the issue of money, but I'm one person I have prepared over the time, and my thing is to be people driven and not government driven. I want to be straight with that. So I always tell people I will be the Yekekan. The Yekekan in different way. The Yekekan in the interest of our people.
So why do you want to attach a Yeke name to yourself when you can say that I'm going to be a different lawmaker?
The Yekekan won't say the Yekekan. They won't say the Yekekan.
Nobody sees Yeke as a person who is,
it's a good representation of
for the people.
Yeah.
He is very abusive. That is the character of Yeke Koluba. Even though he says some things that will make people to feel good, but the characteristic of Yeke is so bad that a lawmaker should not, or an incoming lawmaker
should not even anticipate. We have to be straight here. We have to be straight here. Let's leave the insult part of it.
But once you hear the name
Yeke, when you hear the name Yeke, it's people driven and not government driven. We have to be straight with things here.
I disagree with you. It's not people
Your
driven.
philosophy seems to be different.
Nobody who is people driven will abuse.
You always speak on behalf of the people.
You're having a different philosophy about the name Yeke, because when the name Yeke has been mentioned, a lot of people concentrate on insult, insolence.
No. I think I'll make it clear here. I want to be the kind of.
She just told you. Don't you have a different way? Don't you have a different way to attach to yourself? Don't you have a different name to attach, with the exception of the Yeke kind?
So what you want me
Your
to say?
supporters are listening to you.
What you want me to say? You want me to be who kind?
No, you don't have to be. You don't have to be anybody's kind. You have to be
your own kind.
Small kind.
The small kind. The Mulbah kind.
And you can tell us what you're going to do for your people and how you're going to do what you want
the thing here is that everybody have a role model. Okay. Everybody have a. You may not agree with me here. I got a role model. I got a role model for the parliament, and my role model is Yeke. I want to be Yeke kind, but not insultive.
Well,
because my issue with giving insult is that you close the barrier between the investor and that of your country, because you create fear for those outside there. I don't want to be the kind that will insult the president. I want to be the kind that will support the president. It could be anyone that will win, right? But my thing here, I should be people driven. I should be in the interest of our people. And trust me, it's not about money. Nothing that I haven't seen before. I have seen money, real money. I'm telling you, I want to be the people kind that will speak for the people.
So I was asking you about, what I heard the incumbent lawmaker talk about the extension of a town hall in your district, although I haven't heard from you what exactly he has done. And I even asked you a question earlier. All of these things you're doing for the people.
So, the extension of the town hall. Yeah, I don't know whether he did the extension of the town hall, but I'm sure it came about because of the DDC. Patrick Gabriel, the chairman of the DDC, is a very hardworking guy. I think he worked with the Bashir University and he was fired because of being honest. And I said he's just a scheming guy. I said that here yesterday, but they said, "Oh, the guy is a lawmaker. The guy is a lawmaker." We need lawmaker. When you say lawmaker, we need honest people, not people who are scheming.
As a schemer.
It's a scheming one.
Okay. Yeah. So he said, has he had, has he given the district annual report on a yearly basis? Because he said he has done
6 years, only one time. 6 years, only one time.
Okay.
And usually, when you represent your people, you have to get feedback. That's one of the cardinal responsibilities of a lawmaker, to represent your people, oversight, lawmaking, and representation. So every year you have to get feedback, and not just the feedback of what happened at the parliament or at the house, the lower house. It's all about giving feedback about accountability. Tell your people how much you use, how much you spend, how much you receive. But Bashir is not doing that.
He hasn't done that. I hear you talk about, constructing bridges in your district. Bashir said on the radio.
1 minute. I want us to come back to the town hall, the expansion of the town hall.
He said that's one of the things he did.
You know what we did recently? Is to beautify the town hall.
Okay, so he extended it and you
beautified it. He extended what?
The town
That's a lie. He extended nothing.
Okay, so
So he extended nothing. I'm telling you, I'm in the district. You are not in the district.
I hear you talk about, constructing bridges and, trying to rehabilitate roads in your district. I also heard Bashel say that because when he was asked about what he has done for the district, he says, he has open.
Thank you. That's the word he used.
Bridges,
He open road.
Yeah.
He open road. Yeah. So let us look at the quality. One, he make mention of the Catholic rule. He lied. The Catholic rule was opened by the Catholic Church, not Bashir. Immaculate. So what he did was to grade the rule, to create this skinny thing. Grade the rule to make people believe that he opened the rule. That's not how people face rule. He went on to Nizo. He skimmed the rule. That's not open the rule. The Nizo rule was opened by the people. So the difference between Bashir and us, even you make mention of the bridge at Barclay Mission, Bala community. He did a bridge. He did a wooden bridge. Just imagine Wawa. We went there, the people told us, we cast. We left his old skinny thing aside and we cast ours 270 feet.
With all of what you're talking, when I listen to Representative Bashir, he's very confident that he's coming back to the legislature, and he believes that the people, are going to overwhelmingly elect him. And I hear you talk about, what you've done in the district, even though you're not the lawmaker.
Even if he asked the least person, the lady from Rela Market, that she's the, I think, 17th candidate, she will tell you that she overconfident. Everybody in District 3 overconfident.
Bashir said all of you were asked who are running
Let
against
me tell you
him.
Bashir's secret. And I had turned it around for the best of District number 3. Bashir went out, he trucked 6,000 people from District 4 and other communities. Based upon our work and based upon how the people accept us in District number 3, the way like yearning for us, other people from other districts started calling us. They called us. Our Honorable Mulbah, we need to see you. Let me tell you, I went as far as 15 Gate, Kirisburg, and got some of Bashir people from there. Fender, we got, I think, 96%. When Rehe, we got 140%. When Magibi, R2, we got 300%.
When you say we got what the people who you convinced,
we convinced, we turned them from Bashir to Sumo. That's it. From Bashir to Sumo, we turned them around.
So okay, Honorable Bashir is listening tonight. I know now you know that all the people, if you
FDA, there are so many areas. FDA, right? FDA. What he did, he trucked 600% from District number 4 FDA, and the head of that group was from my church. He came and said, "Look,
you're exposing the people, right?
What I expose, I'm telling you the truth. I believe in the truth. I've been being honest. That's it.
Wow,
That's the smoke kind.
Yeah, that's the smoke kind.
So you believe that those people are going to vote for you?
Pardon?
You believe that those people are going to vote for you? What if they're just eating your money? Anyway, it's not important. You have your work to do with them. I want to hear from
my
you.
sister. Even if I ask you, if you're in my district, Titi, trust me, you will vote me.
I'm not in your district, so
with the level of work, you vote me.
I'm not in your district. Unfortunately, I'm in district number 2.
I know.
And, like you're honest, I'm also honest. I don't go to other people's district to register. I register in my district. I make my decision.
And that's my advice to all of those that I'm like visiting, right? I told them, look, I know you would love to vote me, but let us be real here. The next time, don't leave your district.
Yeah, register in your
district.
Before, we don't have much time before we go to the lines. We got like 20 minutes. I want you to tell me, you're confident that you're going to the legislature. You're going to unseat Representative CB Bashir.
Of course.
What is your plan for district number 3?
Yeah. All right, my sister and my brother. Here's the thing. My plan is very short. District 3 is not like a farm. It's not my father's property. I'm not going there for long. I think I'm going just for one term because I'm going for one term. I'm telling you, get me on record today. my ambition is at the higher end. So here's the thing.
Oh, you're going
We
to be
plan to do few
representative
things.
one term, and
Yeah,
then
but
you run for
of course,
senator in
of course.
Montserrat
Can we
County.
spin you around there a little bit?
And then you run to be a
let's spin you
senator in
around there.
Montserrat County.
Of course.
And then you
No,
run to be
so,
a
let's-
president of
let's- hold on,
Liberia.
If you want me to say it out, I will say it out on radio.
Okay,
So
let's hear
the
you.
only person that have issue with me now will be Darius DeLong, 2026, the by-election. So let me make it clear to you. Get that. So my issue in the district, what we plan to do in the
The
district.
by-election.
Yeah, by-election, 2026.
How do we understand that?
I don't understand.
3 years from now,
Mhm.
3 years from now, Darius will be given chance.
He will be giving you chance.
Yeah. You need to believe that.
Do you
And
understand?
Yuzu.
That's news. Get it today. I've been on all radio station, True FM, the rest of the other radio station. I'll let people know. That's it.
Okay, 2026 would be
But-
Darius's 9 year.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, 2026
Of
would
course.
be Darius's 9 year
Of course.
because he got the
No.
20.
Yeah,
He
2020.
no.
yeah. Do the correction, Titi.
No, how we're not going to elections in 2026.
We're going 2029.
2029. We're going to elections.
2029.
We're just completing
2029
somebody's
is
journey.
no.
so-
2029 is the election, the general election. 2029, 2026. It's
Okay,
for Darius.
yes, sure, you're right.
Get it
you're
straight.
right. So you will leave the legislature and go run in Montserrat County.
If 2026 wasn't for Darius,
Uh-huh.
I won't be sitting here. I won't be running District 3
So you're building yourself and building your capacity
for
to
Darius'
seek
position.
Darius.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, they smoke
Great,
kind.
great.
No. The Yeke Khan. Deputy Yeke. No, your friend said Deputy Yeke.
No, smoke kind. No, but let's go ahead. Titi, ask you.
Yeah, but
a
tell me,
specific
what do you-
question.
what-
For Titi, smoke kind. Let's go, Titi.
I'm not going to that.
She asked you a specific question. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead with what you have on your
Hold on,
district
what we-
for district number, your district.
Yeah, for my district, what we plan to do, they have a kind of holistic district development council that we need to look at. I think we need to decentralize that into sector by having district development council, not just the district development council of district number 3. We need a district development council on education, district number 3, a district development council on health, district number 3, a district development council on agriculture. That's our 3 pillar we are looking at.
Why do you think you need that?
All right. So over the years, I have observed that not just from the Cuban, but from all other lawmakers from the past, when you have a holistic district development council, let's take for instance, if you give $50,000 to this council to do a project, if they eat it, there will be nothing to show. So if we segment, we have a district development council, we get 15,000 on education, 15,000 district development council on health, district development council on agriculture, 15,000. When one eat it, we have 2 that will deliver or implement. We have something to show. So that the way I think it should work. So in the district, what we plan to do, first of all, we plan to look at those policies that need improvement at the legislature. One of those is the issue of education, where they talk about free education at the university level. We think it should come down to the primary level. And government should subsidize not only the public institution, but also private institution, so that the generation we have, the kids that we have, it is a generation. But when you talk about the university level, we are living our life now. And our generation is messed up. There's no future. So the only future we have is for the primary level. We need to better them for the future. Then we also need to look
Do you
at...
think government has that kind of money?
Pardon?
Do you think the government has that kind of money?
Government has so many money. Yeah, there are so many things government been doing that we think government can do there. So with the issue of we also have other bills that we need to look at. We need to we not repeal the non-billable drugs bill, but I think we need to amend some of these bills. Then we also have two or three bills we need to introduce. I just gave you some part of it. We have the bill that have to do with the medical insurance of our so-called our people,
the disadvantage.
not the disadvantage, our single mother, single parent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we need to have
What
a
you call
medical
them,
insurance.
so-called?
Yeah. So
Where pardon?
What you call them so
I'm
I just trying to get it in. That's all.
Oh,
I just trying to get it in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you
I mean,
want bill
no harm.
for people who are, single mothers to do what?
you have health insurance for those in the civil service.
Okay.
And when they work, they can treat their children. They can go to the hospital and treat themselves. But our single mother, I don't think when you make money from government, you take pay, you can treat yourself. We need to look at people who cannot afford the single parents. We need to take care of them. I have over the time, I have taken care of so many single parents, single mother. I think government needs to look at that. That's one of the issues I think government needs to look at. Then we also have the growth and sustainable level bill that we will introduce. We also have the TVEC and corporate program bill that we love to introduce. So there are so many.
TVET and corporate program bill. What is that?
High work. Okay. We want government at all secondary level, like high school, to have a vocational skill program where our kids, not just about the regular academic, they can learn and build their capacity. Because
talking about at all government run,
not just government, all private institution.
Okay, so there should be a policy for all high school. Yeah, where the students can have an opportunity to do something while they are in senior high level.
Yeah. Okay. So then we align it. All we need to do is to call those agreement that we have signed, concession agreement. We need to align it with the corporate entity, so that if you learn, you can do practical. I hope you guys getting me.
I'm getting you. I think it's a fine idea because my sister's son just graduated in Nigeria from high school.
Beautiful.
But that child knows how to, prepare food. All different kinds of food. Just a high school graduate. And some of his colleagues were doing, carpentry, different, stuff they were doing. But you must do something coming out of high school.
That's a beautiful idea. That's a very beautiful idea.
Help yourself, even if you can't go to college, where you can do something to help yourself.
Yes, right. Yes, that's right.
It sounds very, very good.
So that's the policy part of it. So when we come down to the district itself, few things we plan to do. One is to make sure we build the district college in the district name so that the income can go to the district. That's one. Two, we want to build a district hospital.
Does your district need a college?
Of course.
Why do you think it needs a college?
Okay. Most of we have most of our students leaving from district number 3 to go Central Monrovia and Fender.
Is it that far?
Of course. So even if you say free school,
is it going to be a government-run college?
The thing is that, first of all, we build and we lobby with government and see how government can take that university and make sure that they can run it. But part of the income should come back to the district. What if
government cannot run it? What if the government does not have, money to have instructors and what have you?
Then it's easy. We got so many young people who have graduated from high school. They have their undergraduate degree. All we need to do is to send them out for studies. I think it's easy to do. We can do that.
Okay.
Very easy. So if we have that, then we look at the district hospital. That's another thing we are looking at. So come Friday, we already procured an ambulance that we were introduced to the district.
You get ambulance.
I don't need government money, right?
Okay, so even if you don't win, that ambulance is for the district.
Beautiful. The thing here is this.
No, it's not. I want an answer from you. I don't want beautiful.
Yeah. So the thing is now,
ambulance. You're introducing
Friday. Friday, and an ambulance will be introduced.
Under a lawmaker, I provided 128 scholarship for the district.
Mr.
I should be here for that.
I clap for you for that.
Beautiful. You are a librarian. You should do that.
Of course.
My
question would not be.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So ambulance. She's asking you a straightforward question.
You said the ambulance will be introduced to the district.
For the district.
It's for the district.
For the district.
What happens if you don't win these elections?
Titi, I don't want to. Sometimes let me do the library way. The library common English. Titi, don't bring that thing. Don't bring it to me. I win.
Yeah, but when you winning, then be sure now you winning. So say when one wins, say if for the district.
Yeah, of course.
So who will be running it?
We have people who have the district development council. They can do that.
I don't want that direct the long kind of thing, yo.
From back pocket to front pocket.
When you win an election,
Yeah. So whoever wins,
you would turn it over to that person.
turn it over to them.
That's what I
That's
want
it.
to hear. Okay, good.
So another thing we plan to do. So many times we listen to people saying that we will grow our own food, and Lofa County is the hub for bread basket and other things. But here's it. I think district number 3 need to be the bread basket. So we're going to look at Montserrat County. We need to look at 50 acres of land on the 2D highway. It will not be like it will be outside on the road, the main road. And we can go into cash crop. Let's take, for instance, we plant pineapple. And then at the end of the day, after 2-3 years, we harvest. So, and we come in with equipment like I have with my own factory. We produce pineapple juice, district number 3. And I will introduce it to the supermarket. So if someone from district number 5, let me tell you this, what I gathered from Liberian, we are jealous, but our jealousy is constructive.
Okay.
So when I saw a cell phone booth in just 1 month, I saw more than 20-30 cell phone booths all around. The bureau, the money bureau, right? When it came newly, we saw bureau all around. So if I produce pineapple juice in the supermarket, if someone from district number 5 buy and see district number 3 pineapple juice, I think that lawmaker will be jealous. There's a competition. He will say, okay, well, fine, we will do banana juice. The one in Maggie will say, okay, they're doing banana juice, they got equipment, but we will plant rice. Another group in Lofa County will say, yeah, they planted rice, we will plant Edo. In less than 5 years, we start growing our own food. I think we need to do a test and see how it works. So,
Good. What is your plan for people living with disabilities in your district?
All right, people living with disabilities, where the growth and sustainable level bill come about. It is a bill that we would love to introduce to the lower house. It has to do with the issue of government taxing our people who are not working. Because if you see a bag of rice is for $17.50, then even the people who are not working, who are not employed, have to buy. And not everyone have money. Some of our people live on cassava. Some of our people live on others throughout. Even the issue of gasoline, they said road phone, they increase it to $6.50 from $4.50. I think what could be done is to help government to generate home funds. And we would love to introduce the growth and sustainable level bill. This bill says that we have concession agreement that we need to revisit. It would be good not to like an individual like taxing people and going for 25% behind a back kick. That's wrong. So what we want to do is to have an independent auditor assigned with every investors. It could be like a Meta, it could be like Firestone. We need to revisit every agreement. When you have done your work, when you are going to sell, our independent auditor will go along with you, and we will be there. When you sell, you take out your expenditure. On your profit, we assign 10% to it and bring it back to Liberia. Because what you are going to sell is for us and not you. So if we do that, the issue of disability come forth. We see most of our people, the blind, disabled community outside, even for me, and I see it different because even those who can see our kids are all out there helping those who are blind. If you get to 72nd Junction, we see that. So I want government, what we want here is that government should compensate, not to pay them every month, but to compensate them, even with $50. It could help them with their rice. It could help them with their soap. It could help them with something home every month. That's our plea to government. I think all we need to do is to lobby. I believe the 55th legislature will be people that are smart, will be people who are people driven, that we can lobby along and see how well we can help our disability, our people out there.
But you've been working with them while you're not lawmaker for the moment, right?
Of course. Let me give you one story. I used to drive what we call the Charger, right? Dodge Charger, right? Or white car, white vehicle, but with tinted glass. So usually I would like get to where we have our people who, especially the blind and the cripple, and then I would like bring down the glass. Sometimes give them $50. It would be like, oh, somebody get $50. So this time around it's election. So when I parked the car, I forgot altogether. I came down from the car. I went for it. I went to an intellectual forum to discuss. When I got down, I saw the group. Oh, that the man I get a worker. That the man here. That the man here. That the man here. Right? So I like, oh my God, I have caused trouble. So from that day, people, because the Bible says that when you are giving, it shouldn't be like being boastful.
Yep.
It should be in secret, right? And God appreciate. But then we did that. But for now, everybody aware that this young man is the one being giving money. So the issue is not about just giving money. The issue is about changing those policies.
Put the program
that
into
will
place.
impact them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Mr. Sumo Mulbah.
Mr. Sumo calling Mulbah.
Small calling Mulbah.
Yeah.
Mr. Collie Mulbah
From what county?
Mr. Smokoli Mulbah is our guest this evening on Open Conversation, and he's from District Number 3. He believes that he's going to unseat Representative C.B. Bashel, who is the current or the incumbent lawmaker of that district. He believes that Representative Bashel has done nothing sustainable in the district and nothing substantive in that district. Although Representative Bashel has said that he has no equal, he calls himself the elephant of that district, and he told this station that all of those who are contesting against him and have said that even if none of them win, they will prefer CB Bashel over any other person. They've gone to a meeting and they discussed that. But I want you in District Number 3.
There's more in that meeting too.
District Number 3 to tell us tonight.
We don't have one
exactly
from
Representative candidate Smokoli Mulbah. He talked about a lot of things that he has done in your district. I want you to call us and tell us if he's telling the truth. If you think that he's going to be the next.
Oh yeah, your people are listening to you. So let's go to the to lines. The numbers are 0880514-096 are the numbers. 0880514-096 are the numbers to call and be a part of this conversation. Those in District Number 3, the conversation is now open to you. I hope our lines are all good, and then we move on taking your calls. So can we?
So if you don't get us on this line, call us on 0770-192696 and you'll be live on Open Conversation. Our guest this evening is a representative candidate in District Number 3, Montserrat County. Oh, Mr. Mulbah, the people in your district.
I think the people are following.
I think they're sleeping.
You think they're sleeping?
Hello?
Good evening.
The people won't call.
Yeah, hello?
Good evening.
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm Trusty T. Blair from District Number 3.
Great. Let's hear you.
Yeah. I want to say hi to the honorary studio, Sumo Mulbah.
Thank you,
And
bro.
for the city program, I'm going to vote for my representative, Sumo Mulbah. I'm Chedi Boss speaking from Chani Coastal. I'm going to vote for our representative. He is our representative. My wife is in a trade school. My brother is there. We're going to vote for him. He's our own from District 3. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello?
Good evening.
Good evening, how do you do?
I'm good.
Okay, my name is Otis Nalavaga calling.
Let's hear you, Papa.
I guess this is CNBC.
This is your BC, sir.
Okay. I want to commend the studio guys. I always follow him, and I believe that he is doing well. As a young person, this is the time that I believe that we should vote for this brother. I am very proud of his achievement. I just want him to tell us how people can get closer to him.
You're in your district?
Of course.
Oh,
Okay.
All right. He will
He'll
tell you how to
that.
get closer to him, yeah? Good evening. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Good evening.
Okay, good evening. My name is Daniel Dicon, and I'm joining you from Electoral District 3, Monserrato County.
Let's hear you.
Okay, then let me say close to our civil guest, Mr. Sumo Mulbah, our acting representative. But I think the honorable forgot about some of the numerous things that he has done for us in the district here.
Oh, he forgetting about some, eh?
He actually forgot. He has forgotten so many of them.
What is that?
If you check right now, right in Red Line at the back road, that is the full fee right behind William Booth in Red Line here. That place was very bad. For recent time, I just passed there and I saw that Sumo Mulbah have fixed that place.
How you mentioned, know he fixed it?
I passed there and I saw the team. They were working there.
Oh, you saw his team?
The team were there,
Okay.
and in my presence, the dump cross run, they fixed the place today. The records are there. You can pass there. I have my shop right at the back there. And then
I get shot there. I can face the place.
Yeah. And then one of the things here, when Sumo Mulbah talk about education, I try to follow that to see what's true. One of the schools that are benefiting from Sumo Mulbah scholarship, he made mention of 128 scholarship. He gave international schools but all of the 9th graders in the school there who were graduating to the 10th grade, all of them scholarship to multi-international school. So I must admit, Honorable Sumo is not yet a representative and he's going this far. So we must commend him and cast October 10th is going to be rewarded with his seat. Thank you very much. And lastly, to link, Marshall is right to say that he's the elephant for the district because he eats what belongs to him and that which also belongs to the district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm good.
This is Wonders Banel calling from District 3 specifically Barclay Mission.
Let's hear you.
We happy to have a good leader in Sumo Mulbah. And it baffled me a lot to see an honorable inviting Honorable C.D. Bashar to lie to the public radio. There are so many things that he promised the district to not fulfill.
What did he promise? Just tell me one that he promised you.
He promised us to de-roof the public school that Belltower did and he failed. He also lied that he paved roads. How can you pave roads when you ask the people of the community to put $20 United together so that they can buy fuel? So then who paved the road? It is the people who paved the road. Not
You pay some that $20?
I definitely pay some of that money.
Oh, okay.
I definitely pay some of that money.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
So, yeah,
Thank you. Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm okay. I just want to tell our honorable in the studio, thank you for the hard work he has done in District 3. Well, we tell Pastor, thank you for lying to District 3. Himself as representative for 6 years without saying nothing good in District 3. But Sumo Mulbah is
not a representative here, but we are seeing how well that has gone. So I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Yes, good evening. How are you?
Good.
I'm Tolo C.H. Kwari, president for District number 3, Monserrato.
Let's hear
Go
you,
ahead.
District 3.
Sumo Kwari Mulbah, he's been coming representative for the district now. Because Pasha feel in any capacity, Pasha is feel all. Anything you think of Pasha is feel all. So we are standing for Sumo Mulbah to come.
What you want Basha to do, Hindu?
Oh,
I
and
don't know
that
what
one of the previous caller just talk about rule. You see, Pasha make auto come move for rule in district number 3.
Basha's for the rule?
Of course,
How?
so feel matching to us. Now it's just control rule. Pasha open a rule there that you will be getting war on. It's just beyond Lost Press School where I have my late spot. Pasha open rule there that we were second part there. So definitely Pasha feel of anything that you do, Pasha escape from this district and leave another district until the 5 year, the 6 years period time. So Pasha feel us.
Okay,
So
thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Hello.
you very much.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the honorable man.
Where are you calling us from?
I'm District 3, to be precise, and in Costa Rica.
Chinese people living there?
I'm trying to live here, but we are using the father.
Oh,
Okay. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to the honorable man. Yeah, see me, Pasha, in Lado, also, I never think on again. Honorable Sumo, you want to even trying to compare with Ebola crisis and coronavirus on the shares on the fact that we're resting the community to all the leaders. I think you forget about that one.
okay.
So I want to say, you
We gotta be writing it in your own paper when we come here.
Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Background is terrible. Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, I come here.
I come here.
Yeah, good evening.
Let's hear you.
Yes, I just want to applaud Sumo Mulbah for his numerous good things he has done in district number 3.
Please lower the volume of your radio, please.
And more especially, I just want for the people to understand that we are not comparing Sumo Mulbah with Pasha because Pasha had nothing to offer the people of district number 3.
Okay.
And more precise, some of the normal things that Sumo Mulbah has done, Pasha are not even going 10% of that. So we are not thinking of Pasha. Now the thing we want for Sumo Mulbah because some of all are living in district number 3, more precise, needs to community. Many of the people, their children are not going to school, more precise, around our Black Sea. So they have a junior high school there. Now we are asking Sumo Mulbah to just pay us visit to us. So at least you can see some of the need of the parents because now.
Oh, it's
Come
not
on,
fault.
Vinny. At least the message has come across. Hello.
Yes. Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. This is Princess Miller calling from Joseph.
Let's hear you, Princess. Are you in District 3?
Yes, I'm in District 3.
I don't think we're in District 3. And I'm 2?
Yes.
Or if the parts of
A
District
pass of District 3?
No, she went there to register.
Joseph is all District 3. That's a point.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, you're right. Yeah, sure.
I just want to say ever so much to Sumo Mulbah. Honorable Sumo Mulbah got that position. You already have won that position.
Oh.
Yes, because that man, he's a man. Very, very great. Oh, our champion on scholarship in his school, and that man is doing so many things in this community for us. So I just want to tell God, thank you. We will be having a great man like Sumo Mulbah in our district for our lawmaker.
Okay.
So I just want to say thank you to the honorable.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello.
Very beautiful commentation.
Howard.
Hello.
Hello?
You're live, ma'am. Go ahead.
I'm Rup. Jesus, I'm calling for the Chinese customer there.
Let's hear
Go
it.
ahead, Mama.
I'm just here. The honorable man, we all grew up together in the Chinese customer here. But it's not outside for the Chinese customer there. For the day he left for the customer, and when Joseph and built his school there, it's not outside for us. Even though he is running.
For you in Chinese story, but you know, y'all grew up there together. For you.
He even tell the community that say, oh, I think your brother or our mother to tell them, say, oh, your son or your brother really asked. Maybe they nothing like that. Even the back of the coast that the water is set on the when mother goes away, it will hit in the mud. Then one time he brought death because he had another aspirant came in the community, so he brought death.
So how you guys should know that he heard that another aspirant was coming when you don't know that he's running?
How you man to know he's running?
We very big. That aspirant came. That another person come and say, oh, Sumo. You don't know that someone in your district. I see more.
No. Not go back. I want to ask you how you say you don't know that he's running. How you manage to know that another person, you know,
is running
and bringing dirt in the district behind the Chinese coaster?
The person came in the community, and then everybody went there to experiment. The boys in the community said that they wanted the road to be fixed. If I'm going to buy a car, so right away, a guy make a call, and then the next day,
Make a call to who?
to the Sumo Mulbah.
You were there. The man made a call to Sumo Mulbah.
In our person.
What the man said to Sumo?
He said, you say that somebody bring it back, somebody come and check your room. And then I said, but who the person bring it call to the I ain't calling me.
But then you knew then that Sumo.
But then you already know Sumo running.
So that who the person now that call?
Community person?
No, but you won't be truthful now. So I want to know whether you're truthful or you're not telling the truth.
I just call his name. You have problem. I just call his name.
But you previously said that you don't know that he's running.
I hope you may probably just call the name.
Then you come back again and say somebody call right in your presence and say that the person.
You see, there you go. There you go.
Opposition.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good.
Okay. I'm home.
You on?
Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. I'm Waka Kwane from Achaka Junction.
All kinds of
I'm telling you.
Station number 32.
Yeah.
Cool Spoon Hill. I check out
Full of
Junction.
names, so that you, Papa.
Yeah. I'm so glad. You know, the honorable man speak a lot. It's like he spoke my heart. I'm vision impairment as we speaking.
Okay.
I was lying now on the bed. When he spoke, I must just start lowering down. I have 7 good living children. With the condition I have, besides God, nobody. So when he
were you born that way?
No.
Oh, okay.
I was not born this way. I was doing business. I have an institution by the name of United for Business to Save Humanity.
Okay.
I got this problem few years ago. From hospital to hospital, I have not seen no result yet.
Wow.
So I should not talk long. From tonight, I'm in prayer with the honorable mayor until I always hear about him, but I never really see him. I never really meet.
Okay.
But by the grace of God, I will be in prayer with him from tonight. So thank you so much for accepting my call.
Yeah.
What's your number?
0775
775
267
267
944.
944. You say what's your name again?
Waka Kwane.
Okay.
I'll meet him
Mr.
tomorrow.
Connor. Thank you.
Okay. You got
All
it?
right, you're welcome.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, hello. Hello to the peaceful loving people. Okay, my name is Moses Black. I'm in district number 3. I'm the youth chair for the Medical Democracy in district number 3.
Okay.
Make it sound, baby.
Please lower the volume of your radio.
Yeah. So,
Lower the radio
Let's go.
volume, my member.
okay, you getting me now?
Yeah, I'm
Okay,
getting
better.
you now. Better.
All right, you getting me now? Also,
Let's hear
Okay,
you,
we
my
answer to
member.
later.
all right. Yes, I just want to give my input. This election, we will not be deterred by people saying they have visions that will vote them and not voting the political leader. Honorable Sama Kubi Jonathan, he is the candidate on the medical of democracy, the education weapon, the men who can transfer over 1,000 human beings, citizens of district number 3 in education.
So that I can be running now, eh?
Damn.
Who
Just
are you
to
kidding
I
you?
just want to tell you.
But we making plan away, eh? Your own citizen say they call and they voting for the men. So you
Eh.
vote for the
Madam,
citizen.
they are using a mix of cities. We are not
Okay.
we
What
are
you
not
mean?
finished. We are party discipline. We cannot put our opposition to put in the president after.
I got a youth chairman coordinator with me. So, Moses lead that thing.
We say to the poor district number 3, we are referring to carry after 18 years. We have never make our own lawmaker. This time around, we are carrying the most intellectual education weapon.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Transform the people in district number 3. Honorable Sama Commission at is the coalition of democratic Kennedy.
Okay.
That will be 40 counts or towards the on number 8. People will not come forward the way happy.
Eh, my
The
member.
mayor, I get 250 US for your birthday. Moses lead that thing. Moses lead that thing. I get you 250 for your birthday. You skimmer.
Buying the man for what?
You made a skimmer. 250 for your birthday, bro. Do that thing. So you won't buy the man too? Not buying the man. He asked me to help him. Okay.
So when you do go up, boy,
You can't say it, man.
I will announce it on here. The Kofi here is a Kofi New Year is a traitor.
Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, my name is
It's politics.
Ofati Sobo. I call from district number 3. In Coast community.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes, our honorable Sumo have been doing well, even though you have not set in a position as president. But for the past 5 years, honorable Sumo have been doing well. Our rule for the problem rule in South Coast was very, very bad. They may have the rule for the hill, also down to the market.
But somebody call here just now and say that plane not correct. We are one with
One little call.
That Chinese question was lie.
Every day. The way the men pay the room.
Okay.
You know, the men have been working for people just go and just say all the things. Who the go feed you.
I see, yes. That's it.
Another kind of this. Another thing.
There too, you know.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
How are you? How you doing? My name is Prince Cooper and I call from Opposite Total.
Is it in District 3?
Yeah.
Yeah, Omega.
Opposite Total, Omega Market.
Oh, okay. Let's hear you.
For me, I got a question for Honorable Smoky.
Please go ahead.
Honorable, I want to ask you, because I can remember 2011, I asked Donald Johnson the same question. If you win the election and become the representative of district number 3, will it not be like a truck that can carry a friend to the mansion, to build a mansion or anything like that?
What does that mean?
You understand what I mean?
I don't think he understands. I want to understand so that he can answer your question.
Take
So-
the votes from the people.
Because what can happen is that for now, he's seeking a position.
Mm-hmm.
Today, we'll get 5 more days to the election.
Mm-hmm.
We might go and elect him, become Tuesday. When you win the election, you take office, we'll try to call him, say, Honorable, the rules for this out. You say, I'm going to work. If my woman traveling tomorrow. If I got the order to get you. So everybody's thinking in places. Don't ever do this, don't ever do this, don't ever do this. I agree. But if you win tomorrow, you will continue the job.
Okay, you will answer that question.
Hmm.
I'm taking 2 more calls and then we come back to the studio guests. Good evening.
So you and Lutu. We're coming in out,
Hello.
Yeah, hello?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. I'm Robert to you actually for EWS. I just want to make a correction to our honorable that there will be no election 2026. The senatorial election will be held 2029. Please.
All right. Thank you for your correction. Yeah. Final caller.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Madam PDG, how are you doing this evening?
I'm good, sir.
Yeah, this is for the Nima Express, the GFYC for the movement of things.
Lower the volume of your radio.
Yeah, you okay now?
Let's hear you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Madam Chibo, I just want to bless God for this young people that God has given this ministry. We will not be distracted. We will not marry the detractors who do not mean well for this district. This district has been mortgaged for a period of time with still leadership. And God has blessed us on Sumo Mulbah to take this district to paradise. A young man who is a philanthropist, a businessman. This man is not a representative yet, and he's doing so much work for the district people. Imagine we have more than 130% of scholarship in this district. We are anticipating of increasing that particular scholarship scheme. We discussed the building college. We discussed the building hospital. There's somebody who's a Ghanaian man that would be real as like they when Ghana would get
I mean, the man, a Ghanaian man before the National Elections Commission gave him right to go run.
That's the beauty of democracy.
But then since that the beauty of democracy, then let the man be that. So I put your killing name, I mean,
my candidate is the best in Israel, and that's the beauty of democracy.
Okay.
And that's why we will agree no surrogacy. We don't take for the different.
Wow, what are you trying to do?
Are you honest with that thing?
We are taking Sumo Mulbah to the House of Representatives come Tuesday, and we will already retire our bachelor from this district. Thank you.
Thank you, yeah.
You say the men are Ghanaian men, you can't segregate. And then you say blah blah blah.
Okay, let's come back to you.
Chief. Let's come back to you. You listen to the callers, and I think some of them have had concerns, and I think there was a question posed to you about the dump truck. What would be your response?
All right. Let me leave the issue of the dump truck. Let me look at the issue that have to do with the senator. That is the law. Let me make some correction. Geraldine Doe Salif took over 2020. Darius took over from 2021. Geraldine Doe went the 3 years up to 2021. So Darius have to do with 2021 to 2023 is 3 years. Then from 2023 to 2026, making 9 years. So that's a clear cut. So
Did you do the calculation?
that's the calculation. She went 3 years before Darius took over.
Darius is operating in 9-year term. He took over in 2019, and he went for re-elections in 2020.
So even for 2019, it will still work. So I think he took over from Geraldine Doe Salif, right? And when he took over from her, is the time she has to occupy.
He completed.
Yeah.
And there was an elections in 2020, and you know that.
Yeah, 2020, and it began from 2021, 2022.
Yeah, 2021 to
2023 to 2026. That's it.
So from 2021 to 2026 is how many years?
6 years.
6 years, and Dow has 9 years.
Well, Geraldine went three.
No, it has already elapsed. Darius has already cleared that out.
Anyway,
Darius is operating his.
Anyway, I'm not the Chief Justice, but I think we need to look at it.
So I don't think we have elections in 2026, Chief.
I'm sure of that. I'm 100% sure of that.
Okay, so let's go to the questions that you were asked.
All right. With the issue of the dump trucks, I don't believe in the story, the narrative that have to do with the drone trucks. That's a myth. So the issue is that even if you build the machine, the drone truck enter to supply. At the end of the day, I agree the drone truck won't be a part of the process. But again, when you have to like recondition that building, the drone truck need to go in. So the drone truck still have other work to do.
Okay.
So my issue here is this. 2017, I told them I'm gonna do X, Y, Z, and they rejected us. They voted based on tangible, and they brought in Bashir, who came with tangible that were failure. And today we have built a university, we have built a school, we have built a hospital. So it tells you that when we talk, we do. It's not about what people see there, the quote unquote, the big money for us. It's about doing what our people want. So if we get there, the main objective is to benefit our people. So with the issue of turning down or changing, I don't think I'm one person that can change, because some people think that the issue of money can change people, but I'm putting, I don't need the money there. I think what we are going to do, I told you from the beginning that we're going to be the Yeke kind, but the Yeke kind that will not abuse the president, the Yeke kind that will not abuse leader, the Yeke kind that will be people driven. So we can assure you we will be people driven. Our main objective is the people, because we believe in our people. For district number 3, we're going to work overtime. We're going to work very high, because we have an ambition that we need to execute. And I told you, we are not going for long. We are just passing by to make sure our people from district number 3 can push us up for the position we want. In getting that position tells you that we have to work overtime. So we're going to do more, and we do strange thing. We do strange thing that other districts we just like admire, and they have to do similar thing that we are doing.
You think you can take just one term to capture the entire Montserrat County and become the next senator?
I took 4 years to build a high school, one of the best high school in Liberia. I took the same 4 years to build a polytechnic. The same 4 years to build a dialysis and transplant center in Masha. So I can do anything. The thing here is the power invested in me to Lubbock outside of Liberia, and I have that connection. I'm the same young man that brought ever in the Republic of Liberia the first ever Chinese company, Dalian Halian, to Liberia, and it was because of that 2004 they opened the first Chinese embassy in 2006 during the Ellen Johnson government. We did that. If you can remember, they had Chinese on the street selling Kool-Aid. And on the box, you will see SUMO, I'm the small, no other different small. We did that so that we can open an embassy here in Liberia, and we were successful in that.
Okay, so your parting comments, because we're already out of time.
All right. The thing is just to tell our people, they already believe in us. I think you listen to the compliments from all of those from the district, except one lady who came from Patrick Bagia to just throw jabs at us, but we will not relent. We continue doing our work, and we can assure our people. Don't think different. Don't let the propaganda change your mind. We have October 10th. Get out there, vote your conscience, and with the result, we can assure you. Even tomorrow, I'm telling you, tomorrow by 11 o'clock, we bring in the ambulance. We promise you an ambulance, we promise you a fire truck, and we promise you a truck to take out our garbage. The fire truck is for any issue that have to do with fire related. No need to call Central Morovia. We will train our people to make sure we help our district. The thing is not about the president. I always tell people, the president alone cannot do all. We as people of this country need to help government to do more. And I can assure you, our leadership will be the best leadership ever at the lower house.
Okay.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sumo K. Mulbah. It was a pleasure having you, and we wish you the best. Thank you very much, and thank you. Back to you, and it's a goodbye from me.
Okay, so join us tomorrow, God willing, again, show for the final edition of Open Conversation, because we're going to elections
Yes.
on Tuesday,
Tuesday.
and campaign close is on Sunday.
Sundays,
So join us, God willing, tomorrow for the final edition of it before elections.
Yeah.
We might be here after elections. Who knows? Because if there is a second round, we will still be here.
We will still be here.
So thank you so much for being with us this evening. Mr. Mulbah, you don't like to be called Mr. Mulbah because your people
They
in
like
your
this
district,
morning.
but I think this is the first time we've had this show where majority of the people called from the district where the representative who's in studio comes from. So I must commend you, and I wish you all the best as we go to these elections, and hopefully the best for you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We'll
Bye-bye.
talk to you when we talk to you tomorrow. Have a pleasant evening.
From the east to the west, north to the south, yeah, let's come together as one. They say you're not there, we stand, but there we fight. If we not celebrate, we do it for you. Voila, you forget it. You from Lova Country, you from Maryland. Voila, you from Rewa Sessi. I'm a bad dad, we own young people, I have a funny fine way. Tabila, Kriwako. I love Liberia, oh yeah, yeah. Free land on liberty, Liberia.